So today's video is going to be another first impression of a cushion that I acquired recently. This is a cushion that you guys have been hitting me up to review. Cute, right? So I think we all know what this is. This is the magic cushion from Missha. This is the brown casing, and this is not the moisture formula Sally, which is in the yellow packaging, which I think she's a duck or a chicken, something like that. Anyway, so she's the moisture formula, so I picked up the normal formula. I did that because I usually don't like moisture formulas, even though I have dry skin. I just find that moisture formulas tend to look oily on my skin, and that's not really my thing. I got brown, and I'm actually not a line user. I use cacao. Why don't you hit me up on cacao? I'm just gonna try and jump into this relatively quickly. Try to speed up my reviews for you guys because I feel like I talk a lot. I got a lot of things to say, okay? Woo, that looks peach. So hopefully that matches my skin. Okay, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and start applying this on my skin. All right, so it's a little light on my skin immediately, I can tell. And it's got pretty high coverage. There's not too heavy of a fragrance. There's a little bit, but nothing too crazy. So this is what the cushion looks like on half of my face. So this is the side with the cushion, and this is the side without. Also, I would like to note that this doesn't really have much of a neutral or warm undertone to it, or yellow undertone to it. Actually, it lies more on the cool side, I would actually say. So that tends to be a thing with Korean foundations or cushions and BB creams and stuff, because that's kind of like the brightening effect. They make it a cool undertone, but so yeah, so that's what it looks like. I actually really like the finish of this. It's very natural looking. It's not overly dewy, but it's not matte, so it looks very natural. I'm not wearing a primer. I'm not going to set this with a powder or use concealer because I want to see how this cushion wears on its own. I like the coverage. It's about a medium coverage, nothing too crazy. I can already tell though with this, you have to apply it with a light hand. If you apply it too heavily, I could already tell that this would be the type of cushion to cake up. So I would definitely recommend applying it with a light hand. And yeah, so let's go see what it looks like in the sun. So it is now 5 o'clock, which means I have had this Missha magic cushion on for about 6 hours now. Honestly, this looks pretty dang good. It does kind of sink into some like crackiness on my chin and like fine lines under my eyes. And it's kind of moved around a little bit on my nose, which you will see in close-ups, but honestly, I think if I were to set this with a teeny tiny bit of powder and use concealer, I wouldn't have an issue with this. So far, so good. I'm actually really liking this, which makes me happy because I wanted to really like this. Now the end of the day. It is 8:44, which means I have had this on my skin for about 9 hours now. Actually closer to 10 hours. So first, let me give you guys the pros. So I love the finish of this. I think it's a beautiful finish. It wasn't sticky where my hair was like sticking to my face or anything crazy like that. Also, the coverage was about medium coverage, which is nice because sometimes cushion foundations don't have a ton of coverage. So it's nice when you find cushion foundations that have a little bit more coverage. Over some of the cons is that it does need to be set with powder. I honestly think with primer and a powder that this would be beautiful. You'll see in my close-ups that it has moved around a little bit, which can easily be corrected with a little bit of powder. I also don't necessarily like the tone of this. I wish it was a little bit more yellow based because this is very pink based, and for me, I don't necessarily care for that whole brightening effect, which is usually why cushion foundations are pink based, because it makes your skin look brighter. I just like my skin to look like my skin. So I wish it were actually yellow based, and also of course it only has 2 shades to pick from, so I wish they had a wider shade range. hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Missha Magic Cushion in brown packaging. And as always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!